now have the honour of the keynote address for the evening by His Holiness Hadhrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, head of the worldwide Ahmadiyya Muslim community.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. All the distinguished guests gathered here tonight, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace and blessing of Allah be upon you all. After another year, a lovely evening has once again come when our dear friends belonging to different faiths and countries, but who are mostly British, have gathered here because they have a connection with the members of our community. Some are old acquaintances, of course, and others are new. The fact that people of different countries, religions, and cultures have come together and spared us their valuable time proves that they are all noble and decent persons with the desire for achieving a high objective. An objective that is the burning desire of every sincere person in this day and age. And so today we have gathered here to talk about and listen to that word that can bring about tranquility and contentment within our heart. And that word is peace. This is but one word, yet it guarantees the tranquility of one's heart. It is the guarantor of tranquility of our home. It assures the betterment and welfare of society, and it guarantees the prosperity of our nation. So, when this word confers so many benefits, then why should we not find it attractive? Why should it not be the burning desire of the heart of every good person? To achieve anything, you must work hard for it. You have to make sacrifices. The higher the objective, the higher is the sacrifice required. It is necessary that a code of conduct be established in which a person has to sacrifice his or her emotions and respect the feelings and sentiments of others. It is necessary that a person should stand on his own 2 feet and safeguard himself from envying the wealth of others. And it is necessary that one should help the poor and yet be happy to live within one's means. In short, if you desire to establish peace at any level, then it is essential that high moral values are exhibited. And guidelines need to be established for this. The Holy Prophet of Islam, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, has taught us golden principle, which is to choose for your brothers what you choose for yourself. Because the lack of peace is caused by an anxiety of the heart. And these anxieties are born whenever deprivation is felt. When one feels oppressed, when one feels inferior and feels that there is no hope for justice, when the gap between the rich and poor widens, when one feels that there is lack of equal opportunities for progress, when there are interferences in person's faith by the powerful, and when a country tries to prove its supremacy over another, and in the name of aid, a superior power tries to take hold of the resources of another country. When this golden principle is forgotten, of choosing for your brother what you choose for yourself, then these and many other similar factors blow peace into pieces. It is extremely difficult to live up to this golden principle. If we reflect upon these major factors that I have spoken about, that are required to establish peace, then disregarding self-centered persons who only think of themselves, even those who truly long for peace, do not follow this principle to the standard required. And that standard, of course, is that what you choose for your brother, you choose for yourself. There are many people who want to create an atmosphere of love, affection, and brotherhood. Yet, how many people are actually willing to sacrifice their own wealth so that the situation and restlessness should end? At an individual level, there might be a few exceptions, here and there, where perhaps many people give a petty sum of charity, but it is an insignificant sacrifice, and they are barely willing to forsake their emotions. When a large chunk of society and many countries become the victims of deprivation and cruelty and become restless due to injustice, then hatred grows, and such small sacrifices are rendered useless. If we look at the world today, the majority are victims of deprivation, cruelty, and injustice. Many powers are cruel and unkind to their own people, whether the cruelty is in the name of religion or the state itself. And Western governments, directly or indirectly, are involved in this oppression. For example, will the hunger and famine in Ethiopia ever allow peace to be established in the country? On TV, we see that very limited aid is being given to that country. But in this famine-ridden and economically shattered nation, such aid is hardly being used to feed bellies of the starving people. A larger amount is spent helping the rebels or the enemy or the armies of the governments to purchase arms so that the so-called leaders can retain control.